Hi everyone, this is Sean. Please excuse the wind. I know it's very, very windy out here. I'm actually at the range, as you can see, so please bear with me. Today's video, we're going to talk about an armed private security officer duty belt setup. There's been a lot of videos on YouTube by my fellow content creators. They provided excellent videos on duty belt setup. Just give me some time. I will leave links in the description to these fine content creators on YouTube. But I'm going to do my own thing today. And instead of just showing you the belt, I'm actually going to justify or explain to you why I have each item in a particular location. And I'm also going to describe to you why I have this type of setup. This video is designed for those of you who are brand new to security. Maybe nobody has ever shown you how to set up your duty rig, or perhaps maybe you're experienced, and again, you're just wondering whether or not you should change some of the tools on your belt around, or maybe you should get some different equipment. So this duty belt is designed in Basketweave material. Okay, this is Basketweave. And the reason why I chose this material is because it looks very sharp. It looks very sharp with a uniform. Make sure that whatever duty belt you buy, whatever material you pick, that it is approved by your employer. Because a belt like this can easily run $500. By the way, I'll leave a link in the description. Just give me a couple of weeks and I will describe what item it is that I have on my belt and how much it cost and where I bought it from. Just give me some time, please, for that. But eventually I'll get to that. So definitely check with your employer, because you don't want to spend $500 or even $300 on a duty belt setup and all of a sudden they tell you, well, that's not authorized. That would not be a good day for you guys. You're going to lose so much more money. But I picked Basketweave because I like the appearance of it. You can get nylon as well. You can get pleather, which is sort of like a leather, but it's a synthetic material. The material I have here is actually pleather. Chrome buckle here. If I could, I would probably pick a black one. I just like the appearance of black rather than chrome. With the black, it just looks, it looks less obvious on where your buckle is at. Now, I know I'm kind of thinking ahead, but with a trained sniper, if they're able to zone in on this belt buckle, they already know where your belly line is at, and they know just to aim a little bit higher. Yes, guys, these are the things that I think about. Some people think that this is overdoing it. It's just one of my considerations, okay? Okay, this is an open top magazine holder here. This is from Safariland. Guys, the days of having the closed flap are over. You're going to want to have an open top if your employer allows you to, just because you're able to access the magazines a lot quicker. It is old school to have the flaps over. It takes a lot longer. This is my baton ring. Some of you may choose a collapsible baton. I like the traditional old-fashioned 29-inch baton. This is my taser holster, and I'll talk a little bit more about that. This is the X26. This is my radio holder, and this is my radio here. This is my, and by the way, this is my personal radio. I don't want to show you a government radio because some people are going to end up getting pissed off that I'm showing government property on a private YouTube channel. This is my handcuff case here. And right here, I have another handcuff case. Basketweave. My cuffs. And here's my holster. Here's pepper spray. And these things here are called keepers. You need keepers because it keeps your belt attached to your inner belt. Without keepers, your belt is going to sag. Sometimes it'll ride up. Sometimes when you go and draw your weapon, the whole belt is going to come upwards. So you need to have keepers, at least 4. Now, the more fun space you have with your fat, or the more fat that you have on your body, the more, or the larger duty belt you're going to have. I'm a size 34, working on the size 30, but yes, I am size 34. I could barely fit, as you can see, the things that I have now. If you weigh a lot more, then you could definitely add more equipment to your duty belt, but keep in mind that you're probably going to need more keepers. So now in a minute, I'm going to actually wear this duty belt, show you how I put it on. So now I'm going to put on my duty belt. There's 2 hooks on the belt buckle, and hook them in. Okay, remember, these things are called keepers. They keep your duty belt attached to your inner belt. Now, I'm going to put them in 4 strategic locations. Right here, it's 1. And then in the back, right here. This one. Here's another one. I'm going to put that right here. And when you go to the range and you practice drawing, you'll notice that if you don't have the right keeper setup, when you go to pull your gun, okay, you see this? Everything's going to go up. If some guy is fighting with you, you can easily just pull this off. If you don't have any keepers, then the whole belt is going to go over your neck, over your head. They're going to use whatever equipment it is on your belt, use it against you. So we'll put a keeper right here. Now, notice I said 4 keepers. I'm actually going to throw in a 5th one, and I'm going to show you why. Now right here I have pepper spray, okay? I have it right in front of the gun. I see a lot of people putting all kinds of crap right here in the front. You can do that as long as there's no interference with the mechanism of the hood of your holster. So this is a brand new setup. When I press the button to release the hood of the holster, it gets caught on here. Guys, this is a fatal mistake if you don't set up your duty belt well. Look at, well, I could draw it a little bit, but if it was a little bit more, I'd have problems. If I had a red dot sight on it, it would definitely yank on the hood. But even like this, it's very difficult to draw. Okay, see that? It just got caught. So this thing needs to be moved all the way out here in such a way it doesn't interfere. Look at, so I moved it all the way up here, no interference. For extra insurance, I'm gonna have a 5th keeper, and I'll put it right here so that my pepper spray has no possibility of interfering with the mechanism of the hood of the holster. Now, I also learned that you should put a keeper right in the back of your holster, between the holster and whatever item you have here. Some people put a baton here, some people put pepper spray. I just have my handcuff case. This is going to take some practice, you guys, before you start your shift. For the first day of your armed private security position, make sure that you practice taking this on and off. Okay, so I put a keeper between the handcuff case and the holster. And here's why. If this handcuff case gets caught over here, you're going to have problems drawing the gun. If you need it in a life-or-death situation, you're not going to be able to draw it that quickly because it's going to get caught in something like this. If you have a pepper spray or baton holster right here, if it's too close to the holster, it's gonna mess with your grip. Instead of grabbing the full grip of your gun, you're gonna be gripping your flashlight, your pepper spray, your handcuff case. So put a keeper right there. Like I said, I highly suggest you put a keeper right here as well, so that there's no interference. This is actually one of the most important areas that needs to be clear. One of the things that we need to talk about is tourniquet. I don't have a holster for this tourniquet. I just throw this in my pocket. Very important. If you carry a firearm, even if you don't carry a firearm, you're gonna want a tourniquet. A lot of these wounds that are created from gunfire, particularly handgun, a lot of them are survivable. But people end up dying because of a loss of blood, and many times they get hit in their extremities, and that's where a tourniquet can definitely come into place, being something positive for you. So I'll just throw this in my pocket. Guys, if you notice, I have this plate carrier. It says security on it. I don't work for any security employer. I do have, if this helps you, I do have 5 years of private security experience. I'm just saying that because there's some of you are going to say, hey, Sean, you're stolen valor. You have security patch on your plate carrier, and you're not even security. Anyhow, I'll lay down my qualifications in the description box below so that you guys can have some confidence in what I'm saying. This plate carrier is from AR 500. The plate measures 8 by 10. This is a level 3. This will defeat your 7.62 and also defeat your 5.56. Both of those rounds come from rifle. Most soft body armor types will not defeat rifle rounds. Okay, unless you get some of the new vests that are coming out, which are pretty much hard to find, and they're really expensive right now. Prices will go down, and they're a lot less comfortable in soft body armor. So I will not wear this plate carrier unless I'm entering an area that has potential for a critical incident. Maybe I'm working security and I get a call that there's a man with a gun walking around the complex. Something like that. I would definitely bring out my plate carrier, but keep in mind, this goes over the soft body armor. Now, it's only 8 by 10, which is basically a sheet. It covers a small sheet of paper. Well, your standard printer paper. That's what an 8 by 10 is. Okay, it doesn't cover much. It does cover the majority of my essential organs. I mean, the organs that I need to sustain life at that point in time. This part right here is a level 3A. This little flap, and this basically covers my lower intestines, my stomach area, and if I take some type of kneeling position, okay, I'll actually cover this area up here and my groin as well, because we all know that your groin is very important. I have my full medical kit here. I have my chest seal. I have my my gunshot bandages in here, my scissors. This right here will accommodate a body camera, particularly the Axon body camera system. I carry that on duty all the time, the regular camera system. But if I put something over my regular uniform, it's going to definitely cover my camera. So I would take my camera off and then put it right here. I'm not into being Rambo and carrying 3-4 different magazines, you guys. If I get a call for service that there are people shooting all over the place, then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bring this out and carry an extra maybe 2 magazines of rifle ammunition, throw it in my back pocket. But I just have one. Okay, I have one here for my rifle mag, and then here for another pistol mag. Okay, here this would accommodate a flashlight. Put it right here. And one thing that I left out, you guys, is a flashlight. I would actually put the flashlight, I'll put it around right here. Again, make sure that it doesn't interfere. So this is where my flashlight would go. Always carry 2 flashlights, because that one flashlight is going to go out at night, and then when you need it in the daytime, because you do need a flashlight in the daytime to search closets or dark areas, that light's not going to work. especially if you go from graveyard to day shift. The magic tooth fairy, for some reason, happens to shut off your flashlight when you need it. I have one zip tie, okay, just in case I run out of handcuffs. And that's basically it, you guys. Straight slick baton, 29 incher.